So what are the challenges in cloud computing? Really, everyone has their own perspective on this. These are mine. Security is one. Interaction with legacy systems not yet migrated. You've got an application in the cloud that needs to access data that's on a mainframe back in the data center. You've got to account for that and make sure that web services are available for that mainframe data. Data privacy, things to worry about if you're in a multi-tenant environment and you're giving up a bit of your control to the cloud service provider. Where does your responsibility end and theirs begin for data privacy and data loss? Unplanned outages are an issue. I would venture to say less of an issue than they are in the typical data center of today. But they do happen, and when they do, it's a big news in the trade rags and in the general media. Browser interface limitations. You got to remember that you're basically in most of these applications, SaaS applications and others, you're working through a browser unless you're working through a virtual desktop. For example, if you have a virtual machine assigned to individuals in the organization and the VM and the infrastructure in the cloud is running a Windows application that he needs to access through something other than a web browser. Might be using Oracle Sunray or Citrix or Red Hat Enterprise Virtualization for desktops or Quest V Workspace, Microsoft Terminal Services, one of the many virtual desktop applications. But with both the browser and virtual desktop, you have network latency problem, which may require you to ensure that those applications are distributed depending on the geography of your end users. Then last but not least, and it's probably one of the biggest issues that has to be addressed very adeptly, I guess is a good word, resistance to change. There are two groups that are basically going to resist moving to the cloud. One is the IT staff. Nobody likes change, and this is a big one. 20% will be gung-ho, let's do it, and march off to get it done. On the other end, there'll be 20 or 30% that they'd rather retire or go find another job than put up with this, because what they know how to do is fix problems on a small network in a small department organization, and you move things to the cloud, it takes their job away. Then there are the end users. They like what they've grown accustomed to what they're using, and something with a different interface is just going to be hard for them to accept.